Any suggestions on using the tailgate reel? I was rolling wire and it jumps out of the track and wraps around the axle. Any way to avoid this?
Do you have, if you have the guard, that helps a lot. But it definitely does happen to us too.
Yeah. But a tip would also be like, don't, if you have the ribs. So if these are the ribs of your white ribs of your tailgate reel, and your poly braid is filling up the inside of it, don't fill the poly braid all the way up to the very tippy top of the rim. Like if it's full, all the way full, you're like, oh yeah, I got a big roll of wire on here. Like, I'll be able to go a nice long distance with it. It will jump on you so many times, unless you're like a wizard with tailgate reels, and we even get them tangled all the time. Like, don't have it full all the way. Like, cut off a section of your poly braid so that it's down a little bit from that lip. It'll save you so much hassle with it jumping out of the reel. The other thing is, if you're using your four-wheeler to, like, if you have a mount on your four-wheeler and you're driving and to unwind the reel, if you take a handkerchief and you tie it over the metal cross piece, like right on top of that I literally just used the word, the cross rib, like right on top of that rib, it'll add some friction to the reel, and it'll keep it from backspinning on you, which when you like slow down or stop for some reason, which will keep it from like tangling up into a bird's nest. So just a couple little tips, but not a full reel, and maybe try using a little clutch.
And try to, so with that, if you have that plastic guard on there, if you're rolling and you're not paying attention to the wire and it stays in the single spot, it can wear a little rivet in that guard. So then whenever the wire gets in there, it doesn't want to come out of there when you're reeling it up. Yeah. So what we do is we make sure we kind of like twist the reel so it's like going on. Like if that's the whatever the thing, the guard, the
guide,
ribs.
The ribs. Yeah.
It's going in between both of them as you're rolling up the wire is. So.
Yep. Yeah. They just take a little bit to get used to, and the reason why you run into issues with them is because it's 3-to-1. Like, yeah. So like one rotation is 3 spins of the wheel.
You had a nasty tangle the other day.
Well, what happened was I shot myself in the foot because I thought I was untangling it and I went backwards, and so like I was pulling from the wrong end. From the wrong one, and I went all the way to the end, and then it wouldn't, like, the last loop was too small to slip over either direction, and so I was like, oh damn, and then we had to like undo, like I tangled it worse, like going the opposite way.
Oh no.
And then so we had to like pull it back and undo it and like run like 100 yards of it out into the pasture, and then we got it done. But
oh man,
yeah, it happens.
We were there for a while.
It happens.
It happens to the best of us. Happens to Greg all the time.
Yep.
It's so funny when
he gets so annoyed.